Bong Sao, one of the most misunderstood movements in the Wing Chun system in my opinion, and I think it's because of its translation, meaning wing arm. So wings tend to flap, and I think because of that people misinterpret the movements of the Bong Sao to be this kind of flapping, which ends up becoming like a blocking motion, which has caused more hurt shoulders than any other movement in any other martial arts system. Okay, so if we go on firstly to the structure and the movement of the Bong Sao, then we'll show how to apply it. Okay, so in the Tsun Tao, in the 7th section, you perform the Bong Sao by screwing the arm forward, finishing off over here in this position where the fingertips are at the hip height, causing a diagonal line all the way, elbow, shoulder, on the bottom half of your body. So the Bong Sao isn't to be lifted over here, right? If it goes up, it's a Man Sao, so this is the Bong Sao over here, okay? If we use the 5-line theory in order to measure this, my fingertips are on the shoulder line, my wrist is on the nipple line, the vertical midline goes to the rotation point as it does in Tsun Tao, the inside part of my elbow goes in the nipple line, and then the outside of my elbow goes in the shoulder line, okay? And the Bong Sao is a mid to low line defense, as if the Bong Sao goes up, it becomes something else, okay? So here we are. It's performed screwing forward as opposed to coming outwards. The Bong Sao is more of a interrupted attack. Okay, so I'm in this position over here, so I have my good position, my defensive position over here, and Jiva decides to punch me, okay? I'm going to use a good wedge to come forward and hit him. He can punch with the other hand. As long as I have a good position, I can deal with him like so. But let's just say that his elbow position is better than mine, or it beats mine, or he's stronger than me. Okay? So the Wing Chun rules. If I have to give way to the great force. If the way is clear, I'll go forward. But I have to give way if I meet and found a greater force than mine. Okay? So I've come forward, and here we are here. I can't force my way through, so I've got to rotate to the Bong Sao over here. Okay, let's get this angle a little bit over here. Yeah, I've got to rotate, right, so that the bones of my hand act like a conveyor belt where I'm rolling his punch along. I only need to deflect him enough so his punches are going to fly past my body. I don't need to do this where I push his arm across. It's pointless. It takes me out of position. I can't punch over my own arm, and he's actually quite happy to carry on hitting me in the face. What I want to do here is just move him just enough, right? I can't punch him at the moment. He keeps pressing forward. The arm rotates like a conveyor belt. I take him across my body. It's cleared my line, so I can carry on hitting him from here if I want to. Or if he stepped in, I can turn my body, step into him, and carry my attack over here. Same on the other side. I've tried to come through over here, and I've had to perform the Bong Sao this way. It's not my preferred method of doing the Bong Sao. I don't like to go on the inside, okay? So I'll go here, change the angle on him, and carry on punching, okay? So generally, just on the side note, if I take the Bong Sao on the indoor arm, I like to switch my arms and then carry on because I'm afraid of what's going on with this arm over here. So when you're training the Bong Sao, you're initially going to be training it a lot in your Dan Chi syllabus. He punches over, giving you a lot of pressure purposefully on the wrist side of your arm to really teach you that when you press on the top of your arm, the elbow comes up. Okay? It's just here. You go back, I palm him here. And then this will obviously migrate onto more complex drills in your Bong Sao, leading onto your full Chi Sao over here. Applications. Okay? You're not going to be really posing with these movements over here. You'll see a lot, you'll see the pictures in the magazines as such, giving punches are coming through, they're held here in this, funny sidling stance, waiting for him to do his next movement, or, I carry on doing my movement from here. You barely see the Bong Sao, it's a very transitional movement. Remember, I'm trying to hit him, right? And he's prevented that hit, but I've still got to keep going over here. So, if we both punch, or if Jeevan defends my arm as I punch him, right? I'm just transitioning from here just enough to clear my line so I can carry on with my attack. over here. So it's not one of those things where I'm stuck in a position. Trust me, this isn't a very strong movement over here. It serves a fantastic purpose, which is just to deflect him as he's trying to interrupt my attack, but it's not a position that I want to stay in, okay? So just make sure that when you do this movement, you don't get stuck here, you keep flowing, and your primary objective, remember, when you're in combat, is to hit him, not to block away with a very weak structure.